Hello, this is Jolanta from the YouTube channel English with an Erudite. As you probably know, I teach English a little bit here on YouTube. I teach English online and in my home. Today in my home, it's terribly hot, very, very hot, or actually it's boiling hot. And you know what? I have decided to teach you a few words and expressions that you might find useful while talking about the weather. Actually, I think the weather is a very safe topic because when we are supposed to talk to somebody about something and we don't want to discuss any thorny issues, any sensitive issues, we can always resort to talking about the weather. I have just said today it is boiling hot or scorching hot because we are in the middle of a heat wave. A heat wave is a very hot, dry period. A heat wave. Actually, it is also stifling today. Stifling. Stifling means hot, uncomfortable, you can hardly breathe. Of course, this very hot and dry and stifling period is not going to last forever. When autumn comes, the days will become cooler or even chilly. Chilly means cold, but not very much so. Usually when people say chilly, they mean rather cold or rather unpleasantly cold. Later, it might get really cold when the first frosts arrive. Frost is a weather condition in which the temperature drops below 0 degrees Celsius. Here in Central Europe, it does not happen usually until November or even December. It might be different in your country. So here in autumn, it is probably going to rain a lot. When it's raining a lot, we say, it's pouring with rain. It's pouring with rain. Or we say, it's raining cats and dogs. Look, it's raining cats and dogs. When it's raining only a little, we call it drizzle. Drizzle is light, fine rain. Drizzle. When rain doesn't last long, we call it a shower. Oh, it's only a shower. Don't worry, it's just a shower. In late autumn, sometimes rain becomes sleet. Sleet. Sleet is rain and snow mixed. So rain and snow together are called sleet. And then probably it's going to snow. I have said probably because in the recent years we haven't had much snow in winter. When I was a child, we used to have a lot of snow in winter months. At present we don't have much snow. Sometimes there is no snow at all. A lot of snow blown by high winds is called a blizzard. If you're going hiking in the mountains in the winter or late autumn, my recommendation is please check the weather forecast, because if you get caught in a blizzard, you might even get lost. And you don't want that, of course. So a blizzard is a lot of snow blown by high winds. When the temperature drops below zero, we say it's freezing cold. It's freezing cold today. Perhaps your mom or your grandma told you, oh, babe, don't forget to put on your woolly hat or your scarf because it's freezing cold today and you don't want to catch your death. It's freezing cold today. With such low temperature, roads usually become icy, so they are covered with ice. So then we see icy roads, icy pavement, and when we get back home, we might realize that our feet are icy cold. So sometimes in winter my feet become icy cold. In spring, the ground starts to thaw. And the period of warmer weather following one of cold weather is called a thaw. During a thaw, the ground changes from hard, frozen state to normal. The ice and snow melt, so they change from solid to liquid. You might know the word melt from different contexts. Perhaps when you decide to make a chocolate cake, you need to melt a bar of chocolate. You melt a bar of chocolate. Sometimes, even in spring, a lot of snow falls. So, for example, this year we had surprising snowfall in April, and there was a lot of snow, and I had to shovel the snow. I had to shovel the snow, and I had to clear the snow from the pavement. So sometimes we have to shovel the snow, we have to clear the snow from the pavement, from the driveway, from the road even. But later, when real spring comes, there is no snow and the days are longer, and some of us at least start looking forward to the next gardening season. Finally, a few weather-related idioms. Some people tend to save something, usually money, save something for a rainy day. So they save money for a rainy day, for when times are difficult. Maybe you have saved some money for a rainy day, maybe your parents or your partner has been saving money for a rainy day. When we are snowed under with something, for example, we are snowed under with paperwork, housework, homework, we have a lot of that kind of work to do. So sometimes when I have a lot of homework to mark, I start thinking, oh gosh, I'm really snowed under with my students' homework. A fair weather friend is somebody who only wants to be your friend, only wants to know you when times are good. But that person doesn't want to know you when times are bad. So it's not a real friend, it's not a loyal friend. It is just, he or she is just a fair weather friend. If you weather a storm, you survive a crisis, you survive a difficult situation. And of course, we all have to weather many storms in our lives. If you are under the weather, or if you feel under the weather, it means that you feel slightly ill and not as well as usual. So I'm sure you sometimes feel under the weather, whatever the reason for that is. It is not really ill. It means just you're slightly unwell. I hope that you have only real friends, not fair weather friends. I also hope that you don't have to weather many storms and that you hardly ever feel under the weather. I hope that you have found this video most useful. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.